Okay, yesterday I had sent this bearing off a week or so ago with Chris to chase down. It was missing the bearing cages, he said. Anyway, he went to the bearing shop, and here's the replacement bearing for it. Notice it's got the bearing cages and all. And he said this is a heavy duty bearing, or a heavy load bearing, which doesn't surprise me. But he said if you see this little notch and this little notch, that means it's a heavy load bearing. So this other bearing, if you flip it over on the back side, you'll see the same two notches. But this is the replacement bearing I've been waiting on. Good morning from central Louisiana, just 4 miles west of Dry Prong. I have been busy today. Managed to clean out some space, do a little bit of work. I'll talk through some of it on some of the other video, but I feel like I've accomplished a lot today. But anyway, here comes the clips. Good luck to you. All right, the new bearing, I'm drifting it in gently. It's a tight fit, but it should slide on in. But greased it up, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna see if I can't get this bearing retainer, use it to help drift it on in. Okay, after my tapping and carrying on, I got everything back together. It does rotate, which is good, it means it's free. Now, does it spin like a top? No, it's got a little resistance to it, which I'm assuming is intended, but that seems to work well. I had to pull the bearing the final little ways down by using the bearing retainer cap that's on the end of this red housing, but it helps drift it the rest of the way down. I had to use old farmer tactics. I had to use a hammer and just lightly tap and go around and get the bearing to drift into that seat. But it is together, and I'm trying to re-sling it here so I don't have a repeat of dropping this thing. Okay, after several minutes of tugging and fussing and aligning and fighting this 5-minute make a gasket, it looks like, I'll close in, that I've got a good seal all the way around with it. I had to jockey with my alignment here up and down on this housing to get it to slide in. Luckily, I had a spare bolt laying around, and I was able to catch one of the holes and thread it in, give me some guidance. That helped. And then, of course, this Harbor Freight load leveler helped a little bit, but it was touch and go to get it up. But the final solution to all this was I was able to get the nut on the end of this shaft to catch and start drawing it in. And as it drew it in, it got me close enough to get these bolts started. Once I got those started, I just started rotating around, going round to get the pull on in. Now, what it's supposed to be torqued at, I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see. I think I've probably got it decently. I used my extender on the socket wrench and pulled it till it stopped, until the lock nuts locked down. But it's in, and now I can clean up. It'll be a while yet before I put this rear cover top on, because I've got some other things to tend to first. But this is a major accomplishment for me. I got it. As Old Farm Junk 101 says, I did it myself, and it was a booger. It took a while for me to get it done. I had to fight the clock once I put this make-a gasket on. And I like the little can of make-a gasket. It's pretty good stuff, with the exception of it broke immediately whenever I opened it. But I got it to work, and I got it to work this one job. But if it's one can like this is only good for one job, it ain't much count, is it? So, I don't know. We'll play it by ear and see how it works out. All right, I'm rigging up to lift up this top, this rear cover top for the Farmall H, and I have got everything back together. I got the rear housing on, the rear axle housing and the bearing in, and I got the bull gear attached again. So I guess since I'm this close, I might as well go ahead and close her up, because once I close her up, I can come back out here and finish up my pedals, because they'll be in the way, because that one's in the way, and set that top back in. So, but that's where I'm at. It's rigged, and I'm gonna start working on it. Okay, after much tugging and pulling and carrying on, I did get it all together. This maker gasket seems to seal pretty well all the way around. Some spots looks a little better than others. It oozed out pretty good. And in here it smooths down on both sides, which is good. I got it buttoned down the best I can. I've got some broken bolts from the other day that I have to replace that I haven't got yet. So until I get those, I'm kind of at a standstill right there. That seems to be my favorite word these days, standstill. But who knows? I mean, and the other thing is I'm sitting there figuring out which screws, which bolts go where, because I didn't do like some of you fancy people and put them in a bag and label them, and that way keep them separate. I just put them all in a box, and that's where we're working from. But I got the gear paws in place. That was part of the problem. It kind of held me up a little bit. I need to put the shift lever on so I can double check and make sure they're good, because I hate to have to tear it all back down again, but that's would be what I'd have to do. Okay, up, down, neutral, mid-range, up, down, neutral, right range, up, down, neutral. So things are working. Got it back together. So this must be reversed. I'm not sure. This must be reversed first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Not sure, but we're going to get a gear shift pattern, either paint on here or to mark on here, but everything seems to be working, which is a plus. And for me, this is an accomplishment, folks. I am not a mechanic. I'm not trained. Not an engineer. I'm just a poor old dirt forester who doesn't know enough just to leave things alone. Porky Pig would say, that's all, folks. It's time for me to clean up. Y'all have a safe and prosperous day. Later.